And if you didn't see it, Newcomb was, of course, optioned to the alternative training site after the game last night. Not really a surprise. I think we all sort of saw that one coming. It will be interesting to see how the Braves go about finding another starter and replacing him in the starting rotation. All the headlines are going to be this right here. Could they bring up Ian Anderson? Well, let me ask you this. Could they bring up Tucker Davidson? Could they bring up Bryce Wilson? I think the Braves are certainly having those conversations right now. I think you could see Newcomb and Foltynewicz again this season. Yeah, I think you could see Newcomb and Foltynewicz again this season. I really do. Because it's not unforeseen that those guys go down to the minors and come back and are on their game. So we got to wait to see about that. But for right now, we are stretched thin. There is no doubt about it. We are stretched thin in the starting rotation. Tookie and Kyle Wright continue to improve, especially Tookie. I mean, good Lord, he's looking good right now. But even with them, that's only 3 starters. 3 solidified starters, if you want to include Kyle Wright in that list. So that is Max Fried, Tookie Toussaint, and Kyle Wright. Other than that, we don't have starting 2 until Cole Hamels gets back, or Felix Hernandez opts back in, or they put Josh Tomlin in that role. So I would think you have to go get Bryce Wilson, or you have to go get somebody out of the minors. So maybe the Braves go to a 4-man rotation. Maybe Tomlin has a start or 2. But there is no doubt that the Braves are stretched thin in starting pitching. Ultimately, they did split the series with Philadelphia, but with better pitching, they probably would have won it. I just hope that doesn't happen in the postseason. So, in terms of bringing someone up, let's go ahead and discuss it. Bryce Wilson, Tucker Davidson, and Ian Anderson. I think it all depends on whether or not the Braves make a move at the trade deadline or before the trade deadline. That way, you don't waste an option and bringing somebody up and sending them back down. I think they could go and get someone like a Robbie Ray from the Diamondbacks. And I've mentioned Robbie Ray before, and a lot of people go look at that 9 ERA and get turned off immediately. And they give me grief in the comment section. But I think he has enough experience to bring something to a contender. He's not really on a contender right now. That does make a difference. Changes scenery. We've all heard that before. I think he could come and be an impact player for the Braves. I think the Braves could certainly go get him. I'm going to throw this out there. What about Johnny Cueto? He's looking healthy again. The reason that this is appealing, the reason that I think this could happen is because the Braves and Giants have made a deal before in recent years. Mark Melancon came from the Giants. This could, help out both teams if this was to happen. So, Cueto's ERA is at 5.4, and the Giants could certainly sell pretty soon. I mean, they're in a division with the Dodgers, the Padres, and the Rockies, who are all competitors and are all postseason bound. So, I think that could happen, but there are others. There is, of course, Mike Minor from Texas and Lance Lynn from Texas. And we all know this guy, Mike Minor, former Brave. 6.89 ERA on the year, but it's looking like it's going to come down to about a career average of around 3. So this is depending on how the Rangers do over the next couple of weeks. So if you want Mike Minor to be a Brave, you really need to root against the Rangers over the next couple of weeks, so they'll be sellers at the deadline.